got week 2 of the Style Icons event, which brought 5 new Master Set players to the event. In the video, we're going to break down all of the newest cards, the sets, and everything you need to know about the latest update to the Style Icons. Let's get into it. So here you have it. 5 new Master Set players, including an absolutely fire-looking Dominic Hasik. Let's take a look at the cards. All right, up first, we have the 93 Dominic Hasik, sporting the best-looking color combo and jersey, in my opinion, with the Buffalo Sabres goat head. He's got speed and defensive boost, as well as agile dangler, accelerator, and playmaking boost as his synergies. The real issue I have with Dominic Hasik is that because he is only 6'1", he really needs one of those top-tier superstar abilities to make him really viable. Something like the new buffed light work as his gold ability would have been a lot more sought after, or even showstopper. Contortionist, however, is completely unreliable and one that you don't want to spend any ability points on. Same thing with Whirlwind. While that gives you an energy boost, getting 3 saves in 5 seconds is not going to happen all that much. And in all honesty, if you're giving up 3 shots within 5 seconds, it's probably in your net. Energizer is a pretty good ability given the fatigue system, and then Light Work is one of, if not the best goalie abilities currently, other than maybe Showstopper. He's got 99 speed, which is fantastic, again, making up for the fact that he's 6'1". But again, the issue is always going to be with goaltenders that are 6'3" and below, they just cover less of the net. And with everyone having 99 shooting, it really doesn't matter what the goaltender attributes are because they can just snipe upstairs with ease. So while I would totally respect anyone using the Dominic Hasik card, if you're in Division 1 or 2 and you play Rivals and pretty much online, including Hut Champs, it's going to be awfully difficult to dominate with the Dominator. Need to shout out, though, he does get one of the Master Set card art variants, changing up his art entirely, putting him in a Detroit Red Wings uniform, which just looks so weird. But again, I love what they've done this event with the variant card art where it's not just a slight color change on something, the card actually looks entirely different. Everything else about it is exactly the same other than the card art. Next up, we've got the 93 Artemi Panarin, 6 foot 173. I'll be honest with you, I have never found success with an Artemi Panarin card, but again, I think he just doesn't play nearly as effective as other cards when you get into the higher divisions of online play. He just gets knocked off the puck very easily. Now, he does come with Silver Unstoppable Force. Gold Elite Edges is great as well. 1T has its usefulness, as does Tape to Tape, and he's got great skating, 94 speed, excel, 96 agility, 95 balance, and almost max shooting. Comes with sniper forward, as well as playmaking and shooting boost, so you can almost max out his shot. His hand stats are great. Again, the issue is always that he just gets knocked off the puck very easily, and with the revert back to the hitting being prior to the latest patch, all cards get absolutely crushed by pretty much any player of any size. So again, I would recommend only going after this card if you are a Panarin or a Ranger fan. Following that, we've got the 93 Kent Johnson. Now, he has had a brutal season after what was a really good rookie campaign. He's been up and down from the NHL all the way to the AHL and just hasn't performed very well. So not a super exciting Master Set player, but however, he did score a Michigan, so that is why the Style Icons event is more reflecting of the player's play as opposed to how they dress. So I can see the change in philosophy there. Gold skilled up at 6 ability points is not worth it, especially if you're in the higher divisions. It's just so easy to defend the Michigan. He's got Tape to Tape again, which is on the lower end, but it can be useful because it can trigger an automatic saucer pass. It's tricky, is completely pointless. And then Elite Edges, especially the silver version, is very impactful. 95 speed, excel, and agility means that he's one of the better skaters, and he's got a really good shot as well. He's got sniper forward and can do the shooting boost combination to almost max out his shot as well as his hand stats. The issue here is that while he's listed as a center, he's only got 85 face-offs. He is a pure left-handed winger. And in the landscape of not just this event, but Hockey Ultimate Team in general, there are just so many good left-handed winger cards. So unless you're trying to build a full-on Michigan squad, this is probably the worst card in the event by quite a bit, in my opinion. Following him, this is a sad one. Obviously, Mel Sergachev with a tragic injury to the Tampa Bay Lightning. He gets a really good card art, Style Icon, 6'1", 217. There are some people that are asking, why is he not 6'3"? EA goes by the NHL website and their database, and there was a large adjustment to players' height this year, which is crazy because it's like, how do they go up and down after they're full-grown adults? But Mel Sergachev is listed as 6'1" on the site, I believe, so that is why he is listed as 6'1" in the game. He's got two-way and offensive defenseman, as well as defensive, checking, and accelerator boost, so his speed and excel can get to 93 and 95. Two-way defenseman can almost max out his defensive awareness. He's got gold shutdown, which is one of the best abilities in the game. Send is pointless. Quick pick is also very good, animation-based ability, and Seeing Eye has its usefulness. This is highlighting an issue that we've seen throughout this entire year with Master Set players and events specifically. Events are too 2 weeks long. And while that doesn't seem like a long time, there are only a few cards in every event. For example, there's 10 cards in this event. The issue is that this entire event does not feature a right-handed defenseman. In fact, if you went out and made the 93 Brian McCabe, you've got almost the exact same card of Mel Sergachev as well, like almost identical. I'll have a ranking video that'll come out in a little bit. But if there's 10 cards that are going to be Master Set players in an event, I would just love to see them at least give one player at each position. And I know the All-Star Game event had 2 right-handed defensemen and no left-handed defensemen, but the issue there is that for whatever reason, the All-Star event cost more collectibles than the Style Icons event did. However, if you're a Lightning fan, you're obviously not going to get many Mel Sergachev cards for the rest of the year. This is a pretty good one. And then finally, we get to the real highlight of this release, and that's the 93 Jack Eichel. Talked all year about Jack Eichel cards being different. Much like Mel Sergachev, he does have a custom skating stride. He feels faster than his attributes indicate on all of his cards. He's 6'2", 207, which is good size. 94 speed, excel, 93 agility, 95 balance. He can go to sniper forward and shooting boost, which would max out his wrist shot accuracy and power. He's got mid-90s hand stats, but the real benefit here of this Jack Eichel card is that you can throw defensive boost on him and max out his face-off rating. There has not been very many good top-end centerman cards in this game. So you have a 99 face-off Jack Eichel card that's among the higher-rated cards in the game, and you've got great lineup flexibility whether you want to put him at center or on the wing. Gold Unstoppable Force is very useful. Even wheels on someone that is under 99 speed at this point, I wouldn't really recommend, but again, Jack Eichel is different. Make It Snappy has proven to be somewhat effective, and Magnetic is more or less a EASHL ability. But nonetheless, this is, in my opinion, the best card in terms of Master Set players from this release. And again, my ranking video will come out tomorrow that will go over all of the Master Set players. Now, we also got some other Style Icon players, including the 85 Jerry Cheevers. This is a pure objective card unless you're a Bruins fan. We've got Matt Dumba, 86 overall, 90 acceleration and 89 speed with silver truculence. For anyone that is just starting the game out, again, some of these cards have actually been somewhat valuable in that sense, and Matt Dumba is pretty decent for the base 86 overall price. A Leaf favorite from my childhood, 87 overall, Nick Antropov, 6'6", 245, playmaking forward and shooting boost. With gold unstoppable force and silver close quarters, he's got 90 speed, excel, agility, and balance, and 90 faceoffs. So great size there again. If you can get him for close to what 87s are going for in terms of the bare minimum price, half decent centerman for you if you've, again, just starting to build out your team. Letang gets an 88 overall card who hasn't received many cards this year. Gold Shutdown is great, as is Heat Seeker and Elite Edges. 90 speed, excel, agility. Does get 95 endurance, which is nice. And checking boost can get his body checking into the 90s. Half decent right-handed defenseman for you. Milan Hayduk gets an 89 overall. Secondary synergy as agile dangler and shooting boost. Gold Schneid, puck on a string and born leader. Not a huge fan of all those abilities. However, he is quite quick at 93 speed, excel, and 92 agility, and does max out his wrist shot power and accuracy, essentially. And then lastly, the 90 overall, Mika Zibanejad with playmaking and sniper forward, as well as defensive and agile dangler boost. Gold Elite Edges, backhand beauty, puck on a string, and 1T, so kind of a random mix of abilities there. 93 speed, 92 excel. He is 6'2", which is nice. Wish his face-off rating was a little higher to allow him to play at center. Now, the objectives this week, I got a ton of questions about that during my live stream. Because they are giving away a 93 overall Master Set player, it looks like they are not doing a 1 week and 2 week objective path. And I'm not gonna lie, this objective path is quite lucrative compared to the other ones, so I'm okay with them going that route because they are giving us a completely free Master Set player. Obviously, it does require time, and time is money, but you can't just give stuff away at the highest end. I'm completely okay with having to play to earn it. There are ways to speed things up. You can always watch my No Money Spent videos. I go over the quickest way to do all of these. We also got an update to Linus Ullmark, 93 overall with defensive and playmaking boost, as well as agile dangler, accelerator, and speed boost. He's also got gold extra padding, whirlwind, light work, and showstopper. Really like this combo of abilities because extra padding was buffed, as was light work and showstopper. So for anyone that doesn't have his Team of the Year card or looking for another high-end goaltender, again, probably not going to dramatically improve your play, but this one's pretty decent. And for everyone that did not invest in Tavo Terrain, here is a 93 live moment version with sniper forward and playmaking forward, as well as playmaking, shooting, and agile dangler boost. 94 speed, 95 excel, 98 agility, so it's almost already maxed out. Only 82 endurance. A lot of these live moments cards are going to be kind of irrelevant given the big nerf to hustling, so we've talked about that quite a bit. He has almost a maxed out shot. His hand stats are great. However, for the majority of people that invested in his fantasy card, this is the annoying progression part, as they got a 93. So that is going to do it for week 2's breakdown of the Style Icons event. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.